Good afternoon from Alderman Farms again. This is day 2 of our sourdough starter. I want to say thank you to all the encouragement and the excitement about it. There's so many of y'all that have started your sourdough along with me yesterday, and it's really fun. I wanted to show you, see if I can get close up and show you. If you can see, there's a little liquid. I'm trying to turn it. Are you seeing it, Tommy?
Yeah, that's good.
Like on top right there. That is, it's just started separating. No big deal. We're going to stir that down. And before you do, well, you can go ahead and stir that up. And it'll seem kind of thick. And you can get it mixed up. I want you to smell it and see how it smells. I should have told you to do that yesterday, where you can see the transition of it. So, not sour at all to me. Mine isn't. So, all right, now this is my white flour starter. All right, and I'm going to add to that my 1/4 of a cup of water.
You might need to remind people who didn't watch yesterday that you're doing 2 starters.
Yeah, that's right. I'm doing a whole wheat starter and out of einkorn flour, and this is a white flour starter out of just plain old white flour. All right, so I've added my water and I've stirred it in. I'm going to add my 1/4 of a cup of white flour. I'm going to stir that in. And I'm going to add 1/8 of a cup, which is 1/2 of a 4th. So I'm just going to eyeball it. Like I said, it's not a big deal. Also, in my einkorn starter, I'm not putting sugar. I'm going to try it, see how it tastes. You can always come back and add it. So that's just what I'm trying with it. And stir that in. And sometimes it may be a little on the lumpy side. You can kind of see on the spoon, I believe, how there's a little lump right there. Just stir it good and just leave it. And I remember my paper towel today. I've got some stuff on the side here. I like to wipe that off because my coffee filter will stick to that, and it won't come off the jar easy. Replace your coffee filter and that's it. Alright, now for and I have all kind of reminders. I have something stuck on top that says no sugar. I have my paper that says no sugar because I'm so used to putting sugar, I figure I will automatically do that. So I don't want to do it. Same thing, I don't smell any sourness to it at all. I'm going to stir in. It had just a little liquid. I'm sorry I didn't show you that, and it was kind of dark because it is the whole wheat flour. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to put my 1/4 of a cup of water. And I'll confess, when I'm in a hurry and I'm feeding the other starter, I just dump everything in and stir it up. And it does make it a little lumpier, but it forgives me. Okay. Here, I put me some flour in a smaller container instead of having to dip out of my bag. I'm going to mix in my flour. And the reason I'm doing the no sugar starter is because I saw lots of recipes that didn't have any sugar, and we like to not have a lot of sugar. I will put sugar or honey in the bread when I make it. Somebody asked about if you could do it with honey, and I did have a whole wheat starter that I used honey with that I sold at the market, but it was expensive, and the price of honey kept going up and up, and I didn't have enough of my own, so I went ahead and let that go, and I didn't sell enough of it to make it worth my while. So now that people's learned about healthier eating, I would be able to make more of a go of that. I don't know. Okay, now I'm done with that one. So that's going to sit another day. Hopefully we'll start seeing some bubbles. And honestly, I don't know if it bubbled or not because I didn't check it yesterday. I came over here this morning and took a look at it. So anyway, Tommy, is there any questions or anything like that?
Yeah, let's see, we've got one question so far. Rob Donaldson says, great instruction. Thanks for that Rob. Let me put my microphone on so you can hear me better. Great instruction. We appreciate that comment, Rob. And he just wants to know, what is your favorite thing with sourdough bread?
Well, my favorite thing is that I make it for the farmer's market, and I come over here on at my mom. I bake for the farmer's market at my mom's house. It's next door because she has a convection oven, and so I can bake a lot more bread at one time. Anyway, I come over here on Wednesday nights at about 9 o'clock. I mix up my sourdough, and I usually do a batch for 12 or 24 loaves, and I mix it all by hand. I mix it up Wednesday night. When I wake up Thursday morning, I'll come over here between 5 and 7 o'clock. I come over here and I have dough that's ready, and so I put it into loaves and whatever I want to make. And to me, and we'll be talking about this as we do the sourdough. Sourdough is, as we make our bread, it's very versatile. You can, I actually make a cinnamon sourdough where I pat out the dough and I sprinkle cinnamon sugar and I roll it up. It's a great breakfast bread. I also do sourdough rolls. I also do sourdough breadsticks. I do a basil sourdough. So to me, you don't just have to have the regular sourdough loaf of bread. You can actually do a lot of different things with it, what you could with just white bread. But I like my favorite thing is that I can mix the dough up at night, and in the morning I can get to baking pretty quick. You know, I do have to let it rise again, but I can. But now for the farmer's market, I do use yeast. So, but this go round, I'm going to tell you when you can add your yeast when you're making the bread if you wanted to go that route. But for this, we're going to do a true sourdough bread with no yeast.
So the ability to make it up beforehand and have it ready, and the fact that it's a versatile base with which you can do a lot of
That's right.
variations.
That's right.
Okay, that's it really for today. How simple is that? Just before we sign off, if you've got another question, fire it away, and we'll do our best to answer it. Patti wants me to give her a break on camera while she doesn't like just standing there looking at me while I'm talking. So you're going to be forced to look at me while I'm talking. But are there any other questions that you guys might have before we sign off for the day?
Also, I want to just say thank you for the pictures too. We've got a couple of pictures in of people's sourdough starter in the making. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens and what turns out. So.
Yeah, and I apologize. If I was a good host, I would have had those pictures available to show you on this live stream. But as you may or may not know, I have a full-time job still, and I work from home. But anyway, I was tied up and busy on the computer answering emails and working on some work-related projects this morning, and just didn't have time. Time slipped up on us. If you could have seen us right before we went live, it was a madhouse. Running around trying to get things going. Rob says, thank you guys and God bless you, all of our local emergency response personnel. I appreciate that, Rob. I didn't sleep very much last night, still just torn in knots over what my friends are going through. Okay, well, if we don't have any more pressing questions, again, let me remind you, this video will be available on YouTube. The video of this live presentation a little while later today. And so if you didn't get your question in, or if you're watching the replay, don't sweat it. Comment on the bottom of the video to let us know what your question is, and we will answer you in a timely fashion. Orphan Lady says, thank you both. It's fun to be able to do this project with you. It decreases the odds of messing up. That's true. It's always better to act in a group. So thank everybody. And Lisa said, I hope I said your name right, Lisa Park. Never seen the first one. If you'll look on our YouTube channel, by the way, if you hadn't subscribed, subscribe to our YouTube channel. But if you look on our YouTube channel, Lisa, it's the title of the video was Sourdough Bread Day 1 or something like that, AldermanFarms Live, but it should be very recent because it was just done yesterday. So you should be able to find it. If you can't find it, email me at tommy@aldermanfarms.net. tommy@aldermanfarms.net, and I'll send you the link, but you should be able to find it. So with that, say bye, Patti.
Bye, you have a great day. See y'all tomorrow at noon.
We'll see you tomorrow, and we're signing off.